hit the enter button, and then hello and welcome. Boy, raw start. Who needs this stream starting soon screen because we're late anyway. 7 minutes late, but we're here.
Oh.
What's being time? We were originally planned for like 9. Then it's 9:30.
No, I
10.
specifically, whenever I mention when we're starting, I always say 9:30.
Do we actually?
Because I'm like, oh yeah, we should meet up at 9. We can like make sure we're all set up first, and then we can start at 9:30. And then TJ always shows up like at 9:25. Calling you out, sorry, TJ.
Always shows up at 9:40.
Yeah.
The next day.
They call it being attractively late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello,
Is
Diabolical. How are y'all doing today? I think it's mainly talking about finishing up the small things with character stuff.
And introductions.
Introductions. Official
like-
server introductions.
Yeah, we'll get the actual technically session like I guess 0.1. So
Give me a second.
Oh yeah, J10. How's the new husband character?
He's alive.
But what's his attractiveness is what I'm saying.
Amount lesser than equal to an amount.
Do I believe he's good enough for you is what I'm asking.
I don't know the answer to that question.
But you don't know his attractiveness?
No, I know that. I just don't know if he's good enough.
Oh no, that's the only mark of greatness, really. So 14 or 14 or higher, she'll
So
approve.
26 works.
Oh my god!
I have returned from coffee going burp.
Hello, Coffee Bird.
Goodbye, Diabolical. You are going burp.
Indeed. That gives us some time to quickly run through what we got going in his house, as they say.
Damn it.
Who do we need traits for on? Are you liking how Mr. Calvain is?
Yeah. I think he's the most simple one. So
Right.
he's a himbo.
You love
That's
your
his trait.
himbos.
Sorry.
You love your himbos.
I love my himbos. I don't really often get to play. I've only played one, really. I think it was just Gus. Yeah. No, I guess Saturn was a bit of a himbo. Well, no, he wasn't nice enough to be a himbo.
Sammy was almost there, I'd say. Almost.
There's
I'd
a
say
specific-
was Teo? Would you classify Teo?
Oh, well, he died too soon.
Yeah, that wasn't playing.
He was jacked as fuck though. But yeah,
Yes.
he
No.
would have been the greatest himbo of all time of our generation.
Yeah, he would have. Let's just hope. No, let's not hope. We don't hope here. Let's just not repeat season 2.
We don't do that here.
What languages should we know other than I'm gonna pick up Morse code because I never picked up Morse code for the tower boop boop beeps.
Cool.
Morse code and just dialects.
I'll just pick a randomly dialect.
Yeah, we have so many just dialects going down. It's nice to know a good fun amount of them. Also, for the team, I didn't know if the highlight meant I didn't know what the highlight meant in this case scenario, but I essentially just wrote down the power couple traits.
Wait, sorry.
I jumped the gun, I think, a little bit on that, but I wrote down the power couple trait ideas you had.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if that's anywhere close to what you wanted, but
Oh,
that's
I actually updated
the server punched.
I actually sent a whole bunch of traits on a message way back.
Ah! Thank you for the raid. Oh, 10. Hello. greetings, hello people. Sorry for cutting y'all
Bug
too off, but like 10
monster.
people is a pretty...
Bug monster. We
Hello, 10 whole
find
people. Oh my
ourselves
gosh.
alone.
10 people and a
Bug
two new
monster.
followers.
Oh
Bug
my
monster.
lord.
Golly.
Fame-
We find
You're going
ourselves
places, kid.
alone.
You gotta go far, kid. Oh,
Hey,
man.
he's streaming here.
How was your stream? I think this is my first person raid who wasn't like I was already aware they're raiding me, because with like D&D stuff, usually people raid me because I know that because they were just streaming D&D. How was everything? Hearts back. We
Great
were
Shaku.
doing mainly character creation as a heads up. I don't know if people like that sort of thing, but you did come at the perfect time because it's the start of like a new session campaign thingy, so you're gonna get all the new deets as they come in if y'all want to stick around. Golly.
Golly.
Oh right, I
Yeah.
can do shoutouts. I forgot about that. I don't think much people in my chat, but like whatever. I'm a professional. Let's see if it works. I'm scared.
It's all about the professionalism. It really is.
I didn't do it right. God damn it! Why didn't it work? Why did that? Okay, ignore that, everybody. Pretend that it didn't work. I didn't just try and shout myself. I swear.
Hey, Raylan, what does it mean shout out failed? Try again, Raylan.
Did it work? Out, no!
Out. Why are you trying to usher her out of the stream, Ray?
You don't have to.
Out, he says.
Okay, almost forgot the space between shout out.
Bug monster.
Hey.
Bug monster.
I appreciate the follow, but I feel also a
We
bit of
find
shame.
ourselves
I did it, though.
alone.
Thank you for the We did
We
it.
did it, gamers.
We got there in the end.
I feel like I need to double check something. I mean, I'm not just making sure I'm not following you or anything. I'm 90% sure I have. I'm 90% sure. I am not. Oh, I'm a loser. No longer a loser. Don't worry. I mean, loser. No longer a loser. Don't worry. I mean,
What?
Don't
Negative
worry,
self-talk.
no. Everyone, self-care. Love yourselves. I am a
Mhm.
wonderful sheep.
Good.
Oh,
There we go.
all right. Sorry for
Say 4 more things to counteract the one bad thing you said about yourself, though.
my camera froze. Usually, I like just jump my head backwards, but that did not work. So instead, my camera just froze, and I whiplashed myself for no reason.
Well,
Why is the YouTube open?
I don't know.
Golly. All right. Sorry. I absolutely. Sorry for disrupting you two. Y'all were talking about traits.
It's all good. We got raided. We got attacked.
Attacked. Roll the to hit. Roll the d20. See how damaged.
The raid does 120 damage. A d20 damage. Oh no.
Roll to hydrate.
Hydrate. Undi.
Oh yeah. Everyone, this time, cheers to girlfriend exe. On the count of 3, we're gonna say Andy and take a drink. All right, ready, everybody?
Ready.
All right, everyone got water. Everyone got that. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Andy.
Undi. Girlfriend X.
I absolutely love like girlfriend exe's name just because like girlfriend exe stopped working. All right, but right now we're kind of grabbing traits for our people, which traits are just special weird computer beep boop boops that give you a special ability. both good and bad. Not sure what people know about D&D.
No, I mean, that's less of a D&D thing and more of a custom thing, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it more confusing. Alright, so we were on Calvain. We need to find a trait for Mr. Calvain, a part of the Teach crew.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but I made a list of traits on our group chat.
Oh,
That was
I'm
posted on March 22nd, and I was just updating those.
I'm dumb.
No,
I
no,
remember
no,
you
no,
said that. I remember you said that just as you were saying that.
no.
Ah, yes. Professionalism. This is how we do it.
That's okay. Making mistakes is part of the gig. Also, I'm not sure if you saw my weird request for signature item, but it's right above those traits. But yeah.
Yeah, the key infusing loom. That I actually did grab,
Oh, cool.
but I didn't write it down anywhere. This is true professionalism, as they say in the industry. And I am your special host. Professionalism too. Alrighty.
Professionalism EXE.
No, I can't steal the EXE thing.
Oh, right.
There's already a girlfriend somewhere with that. If only we could see where. Oh, there she is.
But what was I gonna say? I had something, and then my brain still So how many retainers do you have that needs a trait still out of curiosity? How long are we gonna be doing on trait stuff? Because I got my royal, and I think I got all 3 of my retainers traits. Where are y'all at with the traits?
If
I need 4 characters. 5? 4. 5? 5.
that depends. Do you want me to find? I see you have some other stuff listed for Barone and Brill. Did you want me to look into the other traits for the 2 of them?
Yes, please.
Okay. Our couple builder. Alright, if you want, I don't know how well you could mute us for a moment. If you wanted to quickly go over who you have, Mr. Ranlan,
Okay.
I'm going to try and write these down as quick as physically possible. I can work with the
I'll
Teach.
go over just a general summary of what this campaign is for if people are interested. I usually do this campaign. We do this pretty consistently at the same time each week.
I don't know if you want to mute us when we do this, or if you want. I don't know what you want to do here.
Sure, I will quickly deafen. I forgot I could do that. Do the message on Discord once you're done, or I will come back halfway through.
Okay. Yeah.
I pressed the wrong
I'll
button.
write as quick as physically possible.
I just muted myself. I meant to deafen. Hello, chat. I will go. Welcome to the schooling with me, Raylan. Are you ready for your history lesson in Dungeons and Dragons? Because I'm ready to deliver some good old-fashioned history lessons. So, essentially, this campaign is a generational campaign. We are going on to the 5th generation right now, as essentially we started not on stream, recorded a few things, didn't stream it because I wasn't streaming at the time, and started halfway through Generation 4. Generation 4 just ended, and we're moving on to a new generation, meaning new information, new everything. We usually do one generation, skip a generation, play that generation. As the essential place where we started at was a tiny little province down here. the Great Emperor, kind of like probably a bad guy, immortal, doesn't ever die, kept on starting a bunch of civil wars, and like us being like the smallest in the tiny corner of the Great Empire, just kind of struggled through it. But eventually, after the third generation, we managed to, well, technically second generation, we managed to unite all of these people. 3 separate provinces came together after a giant Trask figure carved a path of like sleet and stone and just like a highway to hell. Hello, Evelion, how are you doing today? As the last generation pretty much ended on the note of, oh hey, y'all all just went off to war against the Norse essentially and died on the front lines. It didn't end out super happy. This campaign can get very, very dark. But it's super fun, robot go beep boop beep, and it's very information like stored onto it. We do not necessarily know what happens yet, but we have already created our characters as pretty much once they got the actual characters finalized, because we need the characters finalized before we can actually do any of the like time travel time skip moment. We're gonna pretty much see what happened. We already know that on this map, we essentially died on the front lines, we killed a Leviathan, and pretty much gained massive glory with the people we want to overthrow in the future, the Great Emperor himself. So the Great Emperor was like, "Wow, y'all did pretty good. You're loyal. Here, have this land that you're definitely not gonna overthrow us with." And pretty much we carved a piece into Gilnar. Meanwhile, Fugami was like, "No, we're not giving up our land. You suck." They're gonna be the first ones we take over. And that's the general summary of what's happening, just so people have a bit of history lore. Yeah, history lore is great. I love, most times when I'm streaming, I will be able to like talk to chat fully. I will be able to be like, hey, what do you think of this campaign? Because I'm currently running a campaign for Mithril Mira, which is more of the lore variety, and people... Golly, I have so much documents for the Wayfarers Guild, and all of this information comes from chat or the different players within chat. And like, if y'all like that sort of thing, that's when to come by. Like, but if you want to watch a D&D game, today's the day. Except not today. Except kind of today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll do my best to reply. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, did they message me? I'm going deafen.
Particular can't just be.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm back. How's it going?
Hello. We're on trait number 2. Teamwork combo moves. It pierces disadvantage.
When you use the help action, even if something is taken off, it will still be the help action. Girls be like.
Girls be like... I don't know if you heard that through my microphone.
I totally did.
Yeah, that's a really loud sound, Lord. I just love how that has zero context. Like... Welcome back, Diabolical. But yes, I'm gonna let y'all finish. I don't know if you're just like typing furiously or if you're like chatting while I don't know how's things going. How's life? How are you doing? How's everyone?
I'm typing and I'm just kind of reading them as I go.
Okay. I can understand that.
That's the third one. Starting at level 0, you scale the effects of your wild shape. When you wild shape into a wolf or canine creature, you gain 1 size category increase. Pretty. I think that's exactly Donnie's, wasn't it?
No, Donnie had he only had 1 wild shape, and it would give him druid level.
Right.
What times 4?
This one increases his size category. All other wild shapes, however, have their size category reduced by 1, which is really weird if you turn into like a chickadee or a bear. That's just really weird.
A baby T-Rex.
Baby T-Rex.
Like literally, that is just a weird one. Those are Calvain.
Cool. Calvain.
Calvain.
You're hurting yourself. I just want to say that. It's just like I'm trying.
Right, this society sucks and is sexist, and we're trying to fix it. Just
Yeah,
a random
that's
thing I want to throw out.
Yeah.
It's just a blurb. Just you know. There's no good people here.
We may be playing the bad guys, but we're not as bad as the other bad guys. We're the good.
We're just more bad guys. Everyone's a bad guy here. The only good guy was Coulson, and we know what happened to Coulson.
Oh,
Poor Coulson.
What?
Did we
Why
ever
did you-
rewrite history to make sure his wife didn't die?
It's too early in the morning to think about Coulson being sad. I can't.
If once you have the next trait ready, just say next trait and you can read it off, okay?
They just out loud?
Like just like whenever you have the next trait ready and you like finish typing it or you're typing it, just be like, and next trait. Just interrupt us, okay? We gotta power through this.
Will do.
Okay.
Like mid sentence, just like interrupt us. No problem, okay? All right, I assume.
No problem. Okay, go.
Hey, did I ever tell you about my tragic backstory? It all started when I was hoping you'd say like.
Yeah, no, we
I was
got.
hoping to get cut out.
just keep on setting up like punchlines and like interrupting ourselves.
Yeah.
I have to tell you something. I've always thought
Yeah,
this about you, but
Uh-huh.
there's so much. Again, like not interrupting me. Like I've got a surprise for you. You see, there's secretly a.
These are my final words on my deathbed. Come closer. Are you coming closer?
I'm
I
coming
can't
closer.
see, I'm also blind.
Can
What?
you hear me?
I'm also deaf.
You're also deaf?
Are you? Hold on, I'm reaching out with my hands.
Read my lips.
I'm blind as well. I can't.
Oh goddamn!
Great! Power of Unity. This is Polita April. Power of Unity. Starting at level 0, you have the power of unity in people. When surrounded by 2 or more people, all targets, so you and them, gain +1 to hit and damage rolls. You, however, gain a -1 when alone.
Wait, so it's like team combo moves?
Funny enough, it's more team combo moves
It's
than team
more
combo moves.
team combo moves, and yeah, that's hilarious. Okay.
That's actually super hilarious.
Okay, so there's a map underneath my pillow. It will lead you to a
I thought this was
Walmart.
like the point where. I guess we just continue the. Oh yeah, a map underneath your pillow. Right. Now that I've figured how to communicate with you, either you can't see, hear, smell,
What?
or anything.
I've been doing Morse code on your skin.
Right.
just
Most
trained me
core.
to mentally register my my Morse code pinches as a voice. But anyways, there's a map underneath my pillow. It'll lead you to a Walmart in Eastern Canada. In that Walmart, there is a -5 floor. I need you to take the elevator, then walk up 3 floors from there. You'll find a vault. The vault's combo is 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Pi.
Pi. 3.14. Oh no. How many digits of pi?
I died.
No! Justin was the one who was supposed to interrupt you. I don't know what we're doing. We're stalling for time.
Man, I really want to know what's in that vault. This is horrible.
You didn't even. You're the one who cut yourself off.
No, 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 no. That was a different person on
Oh,
the
that was a
mic.
different person.
There's a little.
That was
dead-
you from the future, right? Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
There's a dead body. There's an old man. There's no telling if it's me or not.
Golly, you're right. Oh boy. Wow, the body disappeared and only the clothing are left behind. TJ, where were you?
I was getting some hospital pudding.
Write this down. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Next
pie.
grade, Perone. Master of Metal and Magnetism. Starting at level 0, you are Master of Metal and Magnetism. You gain the Mold Earth, Metal, and can use it for Slight Metal Telepathy, aka you can just control it. Ooh, you can replace an attack roll with a metal attack, dealing d6 metal damage.
Oh,
Yay. You, however, take d4 more lightning damage whenever you take lightning damage, and cannot wield weapons made of not metal.
oh,
No
okay.
wood swords.
No wooden swords.
No wood
Got it.
swords.
Okay.
So
So
you
you
dare
can
to
only
get
use
you with wooden-
guns.
Only guns.
Only guns.
Only guns. And swords.
Could he use a crossbow? Or is that technically would have to be?
So, metal crossbow.
Oh damn!
Thumbs up. Savant's already been written down on the character sheet, so I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking
You
at.
saw
the
this.
table, just realized it.
Okay.
Alright, oh golly. Now you. Okay, so all of them were picked. All the traits are, well, not picked, but written down.
No.
No.
Oh golly.
There's a storm coming, Mr. Wayne. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Actually, no, I'm not.
I kind of understand.
In the course of the week, you may bind yourself in the target gaining advantage. You want me to read the Power Couple series?
Do it.
Okay. So this one's for Pauletta, and she's married to Barone. Hers is Power Couple, Community Organizer. Starting at level 0, you excel while working with another to create a community. Over the course of a week, you may bind yourself with another target, gaining advantage on all charisma checks while within 60 feet of that person. If you're out of range, you gain no benefit, and if your bound target is killed or more than 1 kilometer away from you, you lose connection and gain disadvantage on all chorizo checks.
golly.
That's a lot of codependency. So that's for Pauletta, and then this one is for Barone, Power Couple Builder. You excel while working with another to create masterpieces. Over the course of a week, you may bind yourself with another target, gaining advantage on all creationary checks while within 60 feet of that person. If you are out of range, you gain no benefit. And if your bond target is killed or more than 1 kilometer away from you, you'll lose connection and gain disadvantage on chorizo checks. Cool. It's pretty juicy. I'm not sure if... Well, is it easy to rebind? Oh no, over the course of a week. Sorry, over the course of a week. I see. Got it. Master of Metal and Magnetism.
So, in other words, your people can do polygamy over a week.
That's kind of cute. Wait, what? Just kidding.
I mean,
It's not. They don't have to like get intimate. They just gotta bind.
they just have to bind, just a little bit of binding.
Just
Not like
binding.
anything physical though, like just souls and binding the souls together. Jeez, stop! Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm like, oh my goodness. It's just a normal soul contract binding. Like, oh my goodness. No, there is no need to be afraid.
Wait,
because you're just gonna bind a bit.
For Power of Unity, 2 or more people, all targets gain a +1 to hit. Does that mean like if she's in the center of? I guess if
30 people somehow, they all gain +1 to hit and damage.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna That sounds. My brain can't wrap my. That's power of unity.
Yeah.
Control hippity hoppity. Control pippity boppity.
I don't think I'm
Level
gonna give
0
her.
power and unity of people when surrounded by 2 or more people. But what's the range on that? Like just
It's 10 feet. I'm writing quickly. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
okay. So you always want 2
It's
people
pretty
to be
good.
within 10 feet of you.
Well, she's supposed to be one of my nerds, so she shouldn't be doing combat stuff, but that's like pretty cool though. She's a magic weapon maker, pretty much, but not.
Okay, so
Mm,
it's really bad for your magic weapon maker,
mm.
unless
Please, Raylan, you're too powerful. You know you could convince me of any trait.
you put her on the front lines.
No, why? Why do you geos me into these ideas?
Also, you also need to constantly have 2 people around her when she's making stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
-1 when well, no, that's -1 to.
Well, she's supposed to be my social nerd. This is her other potential trait. I don't know how if the connection if it's just kind of like if you're out of range, it's just severed and you have to remake it, or if whatchamacallit, or does it come back online as soon as you're back in range? What I'm curious about. I'll let Justin finish the typoo first, but I thought
Yeah. TJ, I'll be honest. My trick gearing was super easy.
what was it?
Literally, I think I was looking through my people. I think I've asked for like 1 trait for each person. Budatsu.
Yeah,
Very first trait I asked for, I kept.
that's nice.
Rankin, my really sad backstory rogue.
Oh, was his trait happy backstory, and he's just being sad ironically?
Divine
No?
Power Amplifier, took immediately. Gifts from the Love of Sacrifice 2, took immediately. Sight
Okay.
of Faith, 4 traits in a row, no problems. I just grabbed, even though they weren't that great.
I need to think about these things. I just don't.
I get it, I'm not gonna judge, I've been where you are before. But gift from a love gift from a love of sacrifice gives me nothing I'm ever gonna use as a rogue.
What does it do?
You are blessed by the burden upon you. Because of this, you are traumatized by constant
gosh.
nightmares of guilt.
Dear Lord.
Sometimes you do not receive enough sleep. Hashtag relatable for like most people in chat. Everyone's an insomniac for some reason.
Oh, I think I found the downside of Power of Unity. It says all targets, so that doesn't mean Does that mean enemies too potentially? Yeah.
I think yes, you're correct.
Oh gosh, it was right in front of me.
Kiatis has traits.
Okay.
The other thing. Oh wait, what?
I wrote traits for Kiatis.
Oh,
Cute. It's like Beatrice, but it's just a K.
Kiatris.
Yeah. You are
Yeah, but I
cute.
can't say anyone's name. A Pyron is still a period.
Aperion is so much cool though.
Oh, I read it as Ape Iron, but I know he says it's
Same.
Pyron though. But yeah, you are a true shapeshifter and thus can change the shape. Sorry, you can go ahead.
The only thing
should
that
be, right?
is different, like the only benefit I get is that I can change my sneak attack into radiant damage, and it deals an additional damage dice against those who are affinite to love.
What does that mean?
So legit,
Yes.
it has no benefits because who am I gonna stab that's affinite to love?
Me?
Why would I stab you though? Unless you turn against the gods.
Yeah, and that would never happen. As they say.
Oh,
One
you
in the
have more
barrel, two
traits.
in the chamber. Yep. One set. Zenoak.
Zeonak.
Zeonik.
Zeonak. Yeah.
Zenrich.
Mesmer. That's interesting. I thought it'd be.
I didn't
Mark
think it
of
was going to be that
Wayne.
too.
Who's Waylon? Is it related to you, Raylan?
What?
It's the mark of the water
Mark
star.
of Waylon.
Waylon is nowhere as close to Raylan.
Oh, really?
Waylon is nowhere as close.
What if I couldn't pronounce W's and R's? Wanlan.
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 Regain the powers of changelings, shifting powers, your true form. Your true
but
form,
we-
however, changes as you shift.
Okay, you gain power. I thought that said you were okay. Not a changeling. Wait, what?
I like Kinner.
Your true shapeshifter and thus can change your shape at will. You gain the powers of a changeling shifting powers. Your true form, however, changes as you shift.
Oh, I should look up changeling.
Either
shifting
that
powers.
means you slowly become more demonic. Either you become slowly demonic, or literally your true form, you're always in your true form, and you have no true form. And your true form is whatever you change into. What is it? Because I have a feeling it's slowly turning you into a demon.
Kinnerus is kind of cool and really thematic as well. I got that from a video essay that was talking about, I think in Thai culture, a lot of their gods and mythical beasts are the Kinnerin, which are these bird people. Sounds cool.
I had no idea.
You embody the powers of a
I did not know
man
what
and
that
bird. As a
I
bonus
had
action, you may shift
no
your
idea
arms
what
into
that-
large wings. You gain a fly speed of 40 feet and lose the ability to use weapons in your hands as you are flying. That's, yeah, I guess the only downside is that you can't use weapons while flying and you get bird arms.
She is my whatchamacallit. She's my spy recon, so that's a really good escape, if anything. Cool.
You- Such like powerful traits. I had the dude who was depressed about his dead wife.
Keatris is my rare character, so I have to be very careful here. It's four stacks of traits, right? For rare? Yeah, it's 4. Let me go to Changeling.
Oh, the only person that I didn't have on the first try was my crazy sun lady.
Crazy Sun Lady, eh?
Crazy sun lady, I think I had like 2 attempts before I got it, or maybe I got it on my second attempt for my trait.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand you got. This is all for the same person, right?
Keatris? Yeah, True Shapeshifter to... Yeah. From True Shapeshifter to Mesmer is just her. Okay.
Quick and Misty Vision, setting at level 0, you may form a fast Misty Vision. Your Misty Vision may appear as a bonus action. The details of your Misty Vision are easier to discern, granting the DC a -1. Enduring illusions, your illusion endure longer, blah blah. When you cast the illusion spell, that does not end until you spell. I am traumatized by the last illusion demon. I don't want you to become a demon and turn into illusion demon.
I was... this is for Barry. I was taking inspiration from Barry.
Is the illusion demon dead, or do we still have that illusion demon popping about?
Well, I don't remember any illusion demon, actually.
I don't think he exists. He's probably not real.
The one that was like, in hell and was like, a main plot line for the last campaign, like kidnapping and turning Vigilance into a demon.
Oh.
And Inferno had to
I
go
don't
into
remember.
hell to, like, kill his own brother.
I don't remember.
That the main demon
yes,
that
he's
was
still
behind
alive.
it.
He was
used
never killed.
illusions.
He was never killed. He was almost killed and then ran away like a coward.
Okay, so no one ever went back to hunt him down?
No one succeeded. Or
Damn it. I wanted him to die. We need to get all the illusion seeing throughs.
So pretty much bonus action silent image is really juicy. Let's see. Longer spot image purely visual. When the sound spot says move any spot within range to change its location. You can... Oh, that's really fun actually. I guess I'll take the disguise self invocation to stack with true shapeshifter for clothing.
like later on, you mean?
Well, she gets invocations.
Yeah, she has Misty Visions and Armor of Shadows.
Oh, whoopsie. Yep. I guess we'll just have to use Misty Visions then.
You can swap them out later.
True. I think, yeah, even by level 3, I think... Wait, no. Is it different in server? I forgot how the swaps work. Because I remember there was a thing with
I'll have to look into that afterwards,
It's
yeah.
all good, all good.
Y'all
So I
want
remember... Go ahead.
y'all want to hear a trans joke?
Is it respectful?
Yes, because it's about
Okay.
Pokemon.
Okay.
I thought I was catching a Nidorino, but it turns out it was a Nidorina the entire time.
That's disheartening. I'm sorry.
How was that disheartening? I thought it was a Nidorino, and I caught Nidorina instead. Like, legit, I just, like, it wasn't even a trans joke. It was just actually just me thinking it was a Nidorino, and I'm like, oh, wait, no, that's an A at the end.
No, it was disheartening because you didn't get what you were looking for.
I mean, that's okay. Sometimes it's like, that's a joke. Oh, well, it looks like it wasn't that the whole time, but that's okay.
I'm lost.
Don't worry, I'm lost too.
I lost, I'm dad.
Been 37 years.
In your timeline, maybe. I got caught in a time vortex. Here's the milk. Fresh
This
as a
is
daisy.
technically Dungeons and Dragons, folks. Sorry. What is the like escalation of like you've been gone for 37 years? Time vortexes. The aliens.
I was
It's
just
a
reading out this
classic.
trait.
That's a plot.
No, this trait literally says, "Hi, my name is Dad. I was caught in a time vortex." I'm joking.
I can't wait for the dirt. It's probably gonna be mud.
Dirt? Mud?
Yeah. Diabolical said, want to hear a dirty Muppet joke. And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. Why couldn't Miss Piggy's talk?
Why?
Probably like an apple in the mouth, like a pig on like a fire split.
We're having a luau, I see.
No, she's just cannibalistic to her love partner.
Oh.
Yes, cannibalism. Let's take it the innocent route and say she don't you know, in pig slop they just put whatever they feel like, so Kermit starts speaking up against the Disney overlords.
Exactly.
Kermit was put to death. That's not a joke. That's just dark.
Oh.
She's taking the kids, Fozzie. Waka waka! It seems like your life has been broiled. That's not funny, Fozzie. That's not even a joke. Waka waka.
Waka waka. Can I still do Kermit the Frog here? I don't think I can do the Kermit voice quite right. Kermit the Frog? The Bird? Yeah, I don't know if that's good. I can't hear myself.
I don't know. I haven't heard either of them for so long.
Yeah. Did I just derail everything again? How's Trace coming along?
Almost done.
Cool.
Perfect.
Just double checking. For Barone, if you in your current wave of traits, if Savant is on that list as well.
Sorry?
If Savant is on the list.
No, I wrote Savant on your document.
Oh, it's on the dock? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. To the reading machine.
It's really vague.
You have increased ability of learning and skill building. You have a greater retention of information. You can take in more information. That makes sense.
Studying strength is not what you expect. There you go. There is Zenoch.
Zeonok.
Alright. Cracks knuckles, cracks back, cracks arm. I believe in you.
Control C.
Oh,
Control
teamwork
V.
combo moves. Zeonok. That's the exact same trait as oh no, that hurts. That's the exact same trait, and like it's exactly the same as.
You wanna know what I just picked up this generation?
What did you pick up?
I picked up Eben's trait, the
What
one
is
that
it?
the undead one.
Is that the one? where he gets
Legionnaire
sword?
undead something.
Oh, is it cool?
Legionnaire, Legionic undead soldier.
Legionic Stellisator.
Legionic, anything can be a word if you put your heart into it.
That's the problem with AI. They just start making up random words that they think make sense.
To be fair, with the English language, it does sound like it's totally a thing. You
It
legionic
sounds-
nature. Legionic?
Legionic?
Legionic? Your legionic nature. You'll be able to take down anything. Okay, maybe it sounds dumber than I thought.
All words sound dumb, but like legionic.
Oh,
You're
that's
legionic.
lion
le-
mount? You get Fine Steed. It is a
Yeah,
powerful
sorry.
mighty cat. When you cast Fine Steed spell, it can be a lion. Oh man.
When
That's some Yawain stuff right there.
can I just say I got so sad about Coulson that I forgot Coulson's name, but teamwork combo moves is exactly the same as Coulson's, and it hurts.
It's just like you, Wolfman, that I don't remember. It's just like you, Mr. Team Combo Moves.
Attack roll with a two-handed.
Never dismay
weapon.
Coulson. He's my favorite character.
Coulson,
I already got a
pretty
shirt
boy.
with Coulson on it. It just
Aw.
says... I don't.
It says woof.
All it says is... Idle? With a question mark? Sorry, that was too
I
much.
don't. So I love lion mount,
I
but
don't
when you
understand
cast Fine
Lion
Steed
Mount.
spell, that means you have to have the spell itself.
Yeah. I actually got Phantom Steed and Fine Steed. I thought they were the same, but I realized, like, no, that's a wizard spell. And I didn't realize it said despite being a paladin. I was like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
This shield, however... the shield, however...
Okay, I
gains
thought
two
that said Blackstone Bayonetta. I'm like, what? Does everyone know what Bayonetta is?
Shield, however, deals 2 hurt with area. The shield is 8 times...
Technique, Radiant Obsidian Rifle. Oh, golly, I love these edge.
Thank you.
I love that one.
You may
Thank
strike
you.
fast when holding a two-handed firearm. When you make an attack roll with a two-handed firearm, you may make a melee attack as a bonus action. You, however, are unable to wield weapons that are not firearms and swords. Your weapon counts as stone damage.
Wait, so does that stack with steady aim strength then?
You have aim focus with your strength. You may wield two-handed weapons in one hand. You must use a light weapon in the other hand.
That's so funny. You shoot a giant rifle with one hand, flip it over, and use it as a bat and hit someone with the butt one-handedly. That's actually hilarious. Heart of the Fortress is funny because it's a fire shield. No. Why does this character have so much baggage in the traits? I'm joking. Is an action.
So
you may
what you could do as well
active resistance. I think Xehanort only gets 2 traits. Sorry, but what can we do?
is
With
if
that?
you take obsidian stone bayonet and steady aim,
Yeah.
literally just a two-handed rifle in the one hand, and then just like a light gun in the other one. Or if you want to do like magical bullets. Oh wait, looking up another trait of like magic bullets, so you don't have to use ammo, magic ammunition.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Those tower fools tried to pull it on us.
Yeah.
We'll show them who the fools are.
I guess trait quickened magic bullets. Try that.
8 times more resilient than a shield? I'm so confused about the Heart of the Fortress. Is this just like MASH from Fago?
Means you
we
ain't
could-
breaking it.
Does this shield do? It says deals 2 fire damage, but is that to the user?
Yep.
What is this trait?
It's an anti-laser beam trait.
Resistance to origin effects or origination effects? Sorry.
It's just such a weird. I don't. What is an? I thought origination effect was like a line effect, but I don't know.
I think it's like if the
Could
world is
be-
being rewritten, but like not like what happened recently, but like rewritten as an in-game explanation.
Hmm.
The server won't elaborate on what an origin effect is.
Maybe
There's some
origin.
plot, right?
effect-
There's a plot there. I don't know what the plot is. There's a plot point
There's
there.
a
It
plot
might be
there.
good against fighting the Great Emperor, but maybe not.
His immortal object is an origination effect. 8 times more resilient than a shield. That's cool that originally Heart of the Fortress was a sword, so that's cool it's a shield now.
You remember in the what if where Teozaki
Lived?
it's like if Teozaki lived, he eventually got stuck in Tordal,
Yeah.
and he was able to manifest the Heart of the Fortress shield, which I find interesting.
Oh.
That's just the what if. That never
You only get 2. If you got 3, you combine the last 3 to have like just the best kind of like action, hold the shield, bonus action, shoot the gun in your offhand. Oh wait, no, you must use a light weapon in your offhand. Never mind, you can't even use a shield there.
super cool.
Okay. Oh, I have archery fighting style. Okay, cool. Right. And then what was the feat I took? Gunner. You don't have disadvantage when firing at targets. You can fire the same weapon more than one. I can fire the same weapon more than once in a round, but only if I have multi-tack.
But
Okay.
the problem is that most of our guns don't have more than one shot.
Would that... Well, the gunner fighting style takes out... It's like crossbow expert, so it takes out loading property. So as long as I had the ammo, would it work? Gunner feat.
It will work in the future. At this point, it only diminishes it down to less action economy. It's horrible. I tried to find a way around it myself, but our guns at the moment are not up to spec.
Interesting.
Our guns are.
Speaking of which, a trait that brings our guns up to spec.
You said that having that fully written out, dude.
Yep.
You are quick at reloading weapons with power of magical ammunition. Your firearm attacks count as magical, and you may ignore the reload equipment of weapons. So I would still need.
Which I did check.
Mhm.
You'd still need the ammo, but that
Mhm.
does allow for extra attack.
Ooh.
Fancy.
That's
In other
essentially
words, if you
as you
take-
shoot, magical reload.
Blackstone bayonet technique, and then the magical reload.
Mm-hmm.
You can, once you get extra attack, 3 shots in one round. Even right now, you can make 2
two
shots
shots.
in one round with the same
2 shots
gun.
in 1 round. It's a melee attack as a bonus action.
Oh, never mind.
So it's 2 shots and a stab. Add an extra attack. even still, that allows him to be very frontline, but also handle the backline.
Mm-hmm.
From the traits I see, sorry, I haven't been able to give my opinions yet.
No, let's hear it.
Lion Mount is cool, but I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I know that Nononoke is from a completely different location, but I don't think he was from a different country.
Oh, okay.
Lion Mount confuses me. Phantom Steed Summoner, I love Phantom Steed, but server nerfed it so it doesn't slowly dissipate, it just ends when it dies.
That's so mean.
If you remember that from Remy. Yeah, so you can literally just get thrown into a wall at like Mach 10 because your horse tripped.
Also, it's not a ritual. Or is Phantom? Is he able to cast it as a ritual? Because I don't think I have the spell slot even
I
to do
don't
Phantom
think so
Steed.
either.
Sorry.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Teamwork combo moves makes me sad. Moving on. Blackstone Bayonet. I love Blackstone Bayonet technique Radiant Obsidian Rifle because it's edgy.
It's
for
pretty
one.
much Polar Master, but gun.
But I love the idea of you don't even have to have a melee attack in your hand. This melee attack as a bonus action is literally you just bashing somebody with the gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird.
It is weird.
And it's a bayonet. I mean,
Mhm.
attach a knife to the gun and it will make sense.
Yeah. Could I turn it into a spear technically?
I don't think it's going to be a spear. I think it's just going to be a bayonet, like bayonets are. But I like the idea of it just being stone damage. That doesn't sound super impressive. But that small little detail is,
He wants a weird
it's
technique.
usually, if we find another fill deck, another lightning demon,
Oh.
beating it with rocks is probably a good way of killing it. Heart of the Fortress is
Makes me
that
sad.
has something going on.
As plot.
I don't know what origination effects are. It deals damage to you, so that it doesn't deal a lot. It's 8 times more resilient, so the thing's not gonna break. At the best, I can see this being like if he's holding the shield, he has resistance to fireball.
Right.
At the worst, I see this, he has a resistance to the Great Empire shooting a giant laser to kill all of us.
Or the sun.
I don't see, or the sun. I don't see. I see a plot in Heart of the Fortress, and that's the juicy part.
Yeah.
But beyond that, we don't technically use a whole lot of shields here. Even our
No.
Spirit Knight program doesn't use a
If
whole
you
lot
get
of shields.
resistance to fire damage, it only deals 1 damage to you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm questioning
Heart of the
how
Fort-
this person is related to Teozaki's lineage.
Yeah. Because Teozaki never had kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's
Oh my
a plot
gosh.
there.
Maybe that's like some alternate timeline stuff, because I wrote him as a refugee. That's weird.
He could be our
Anyway.
isekai protagonist.
I also think
I love
ahead.
steady aim.
steady aim. You may. Yeah.
That's just super fun.
200 weapon.
The 4 I'd be toned for with the Black Blade, the Heart of the Fortress, steady aim, and quick and magic bullets.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm
would.
there as well.
It's class paladin, right?
Yeah. Well, fighter 1, paladin 2. He
Quick
also
and magical bullets. If you're gonna primary gun, I would take it.
right.
If you're gonna have a gun in your offhand, I wouldn't.
Oh really? Why?
If you're gonna just offhand with your gun, I wouldn't take it because you're only
Oh.
gonna bonus action shoot. You're not gonna extra attack shoot with it.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Does,
imagine him more front, like in the front of the thick of the front?
He
or-
is the most obnoxious hero type. So it's kind of weird because it's 16 strength, 14 dex, but he does have archery fighting style. I think he's gonna be shooting point blank a lot. That's what I'm imagining. So I think I will go Blackstone Bayonet, definitely. Does the bonus action melee attack as a bonus action? Does that include modifier?
It is a straight up melee attack. It is full regular attack kind of attack. Yes.
Cool. Okay, definitely gonna do that.
One thing to keep in mind: there's no close range two-handed firearms.
But I have the gunner feat, which cancels out disadvantage on point blank.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's a good one, just because that's a bonus action. But you don't even have the two weapon.
Yeah.
I agree there, 100%. I agree with that.
Cool. Is Quicken Magic Bolt kind of redundant with the gunner feat? Cause I ignore the loading property.
No,
The
the gunner feat reduces the loading property because we have one-shot weapons.
Hmm.
We have one-shot firearms, which take an entire action to reload. This isn't the loading property.
Okay.
It's essentially your Neon Knight's weapon.
Oh.
It
The
has
better,
its own
I
special
wouldn't even say it's like that.
So what's the mechanic?
Loading property is as a free action in your downtime after you shoot, you reload.
Okay.
Then there's reloading, which is you have to expend some sort of action to reload. So loading property is like a crossbow where you just put in a new bolt, done.
Uh-huh.
Reloading is like as a bonus action you have to pump in a bullet. Reloading
okay.
extreme is an action, and that's what we have. So
Cool.
the better way of putting it is you ignore the reload requirement with Quicken Magic Bullets. You
Yeah.
ignore the loading requirement with that.
I think I'm sold in that sense. I think Blackstone Bayonet technique right in Obsidian Rifle, and I love saying that. And Quicken Magic Bullets is like, because he wants to make a really unique style, and this honestly sounds like something that no one's really done before. So I like it. It's like very gun fu. I like it.
Your gunner is gonna be so much better than my gunner.
Oh.
I mean, both
My
of your
gunner's
gunners
gonna
are better than
mainly
my
use a
gunner.
great axe or something.
Cool.
Also, I don't need to get an inventory still for them. Oops.
Cool. I'll take those two traits.
Inventory, because you're getting the server to just do your inventory, is the least of your issues at the moment.
Good point. Good point. Is there
Yeah.
anything else I need to do for my characters?
Have you fixed the skills so I can quickly write in? Yes, you did. You did.
I
And
believe
then
I
just
need one more because this is human, barbarian,
background.
and then I did the acolyte background of inciting religion.
So, yeah, one more.
Yeah,
Thank you again,
one
Justin.
more.
You're welcome. And then you just need to tell me if he's taking average health for everything, which I assumed he was.
Perception, that's what it was. I don't know what happened to perception. I wrote that down earlier. Actually, can I do investigation? Is there an investigation? Nah, I'll just do perception.
There. And you are taking average health of them?
Coward, yep. Yeah, gonna be a coward.
Then I just need to record what traits you have chosen for the rest of your retainers.
You could say that again.
I assume there's not gonna be anything after we have everything selected and everyone finally finalized.
If we have time, I'm going to read the opening.
Ooh. Okay. I'll land on these traits.
I don't want to rush you. I don't.
13 plus 4 is 17 because of extra 4 HP at level 1.
So that is Zenok is taking
6, 7,
Black Blade,
8.
Quicken Magic Bullets.
Mm-hmm.
I love he has blind fighting. I relate to that so hard.
Cool. Yeah, if someone could just like go in with like a smoke grenade or something, that'll be so much fun.
Like, one thing that while you're writing down, I did want to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
Server Combat Update Part 2
Ooh, okay.
may be quicker than we thought it was.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
That might bring about dynamic flanking,
What does that
meaning
mean?
it's closer to base in the sense of you can't just run around some fool and stab him in the face.
So speed 2-on-1.
Not exactly. It's dynamic in the sense of it works off of HHGGW style, in a sense of it gauges the ability of someone to be cognitively aware of a flank
Oh,
and actually defend the flank. So you might just be able to run up behind some random guy and stab him in the back. If he's fighting someone, it's pretty much a guarantee.
Mm.
But not every just I run around some guy, like I stab somebody mobile around them, is probably not going to give you advantage anymore.
Oh, uh-oh. Okay.
it's
It might,
worthwhile to
depending on how it do it, but it's operating off of the HH style of people can't immediately just teleport to face the opponent.
Mm-hmm.
That's to keep in mind. I don't know why it's doing it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's something to keep in mind.
Fair.
It's worthwhile to mention that I kind of want to give Vatisk medium armor. Because medium armor for a barbarian is actually you have bad stats like I do.
It is. Know that medium armor is the best of our armor.
Meanwhile, everyone should question why my barbarian has 16 intelligence.
Cool.
I never said hi to Alan, but Alan is here. Hello, Alan.
Alan's here? Hold on.
I mean, like, Alan hasn't said anything.
Yeah,
But
you
I,
see
like,
the little
sensed
ditto, and they usually don't couple on like, the bottom and pop off because they might be lurking.
That's fair. I'll just say hi anyways.
Yeah, I have a question about the Power Couple series.
Shoot.
So when they're going to establish, or
Yes.
okay.
The power couple traits are a trait that is you bind yourself over a week,
Uh-huh.
and you just don't leave each other.
Hmm. Okay.
It's a very commitment based trait, but you get a very powerful reward out of it.
1 kilometer, is that like if they are in still the same city, does it work?
If the
Or
city is within a kilometer.
I don't know, man. No, you know what? No, that's probably that 1 kilometer is actually not that far. Interesting. I'll take Joyous Calm for Kelvane.
An interesting one.
Yeah.
Wavy black hair that glistens while wet, trimmed beard and dark speckled eyes, wide and strong frame with olive skin, muscles, big macho.
Don't read the part at the end. That's for plot.
I will not.
The one for the T. That one. If it ends.
I
with
know what
TT.
you mean.
Okay,
I know
good.
what you mean.
Oh no.
Concern.
And
Yes, you should.
it's demons. No, it's not demons.
Why do you have to
Off
bring the
the-
demons here?
Cause we're joining the demons. I did add another retainer to my group that I chose to start off with.
What's your husband's name?
I want to know his name.
And what's his attractiveness, more importantly?
Last
good
part
enough for
doesn't
you?
matter.
Hey!
His name is Marluxia.
Marluxia.
Marluxa.
Hmm.
He takes the last name Yoshikino as
He too is an orphan.
He too is an orphan. And by that I mean he too is an orphan. I meant exactly what I said. I've added him to my group. He is my brain cell.
Cool.
But he might actually just be better at fighting than me.
Probably because you're like super split focused.
If you see this man, he is his entire shtick, if you wanted to summarize his shtick, is he is the balancing blade. That is what his known nature is. Meaning, when he fights in combat, he balances the odds, no matter what the enemy, which is not exactly what his abilities do at all, but that's his known for. He is, for all intents and purposes, attractive, I guess.
What's his number?
You can't put numbers on these things.
I'll be the judge of that.
Maybe you should ask him.
Oh,
All of
Sir,
this
out
point-
of 20, how sexy are you?
yeah, exactly.
So far, I am literally living a meme, and I am never going to pick up another retainer ever again.
Why?
'Cause I have to find a legendary retainer. Else, I can't accept them.
Oh,
I literally have common, uncommon, rare, and epic. I have to find a legendary retainer, or they're not a real person.
that's good.
What are you talking about? You just have to roll it.
No, I won't roll it.
Yeah, I know. You would,
If
but
I get
like,
if I get common, I'll throw them off a cliff. Writes deep emotional backstory, throws them into the river Ganessa.
Aw.
We own that river now.
Oh.
Oh, do we actually? Oh, is that like the blue? No, wait.
That's just the border. It's in that province, though. Or
Is that
state.
blue province?
Blue state.
River to Hell is. I don't like how the River to Hell is in their province. We have to do research of like what the heck that means.
We should seal it.
Just drop a bunch of rocks in it. We need to pay for that damn bridge. Though, God, did I think of some edgy names when I was like trait fishing? Elemental blade technique, key blade manifested enhancement.
I love it.
Heavenly mind of complete pursuit. Duality blade, second strike of the Zen form.
Golly.
Art of war, balance. Instinct to the critical bearer, ninth form. Strike at the spirit, boundary of life and death.
Those are so good.
Gift from a lover's sacrifice.
I still love Gift of a Lover's Sacrifice. I love that trait, and I shouldn't.
Renounce royal lineage. Sight of faith.
My headcanon is that Badassu is my brother. That's still my headcanon.
Yes.
I'm
Oh,
glad
yeah.
that you love Budatsu.
He's wonderful.
I love him.
Alright, so does that mean we're actually done? Is there anything we're forgetting? Does server have red flags of like, fill this out, idiots?
Is signature weapon around?
I have to get you that.
That's important.
Also, I was kind of sleeping on Mesmer, but it says you gain swim speed, control water, and resistance to damage. Is control
Yeah.
water like sorry?
Supposed to be water damage.
Yeah, resistance to water damage, yeah. But for control water, is that like something I always have online, or is it like once a day? Because control water is really strong, actually. It's like a 4th level spell slot. affinity for this.
Did they draft?
Oh, nope.
Technically, it is the technically speaking, control water really come online immediately. You have shape water.
Oh, it's shape water. Okay, okay.
When you reach level 10, it becomes the ability to use control water
Like permanently or spell slot?
permanently, but
That's
once
cr-
per an amount of time we don't know
Oh.
yet.
Oh, it's once per long rest kind of thing. Okay, I was like, control water, just flood the world. That's insane.
Don't worry, Alan.
yeah.
We're just doing character creation stuff because we weren't finished yet, so you aren't missing much.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just
what's
shout,
your-
Alan. Hey, Alan, we're doing lore when we're starting to do lore if you want. This is background stuff that usually I don't stream, but like, I guess we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is professionalism at its finest.
It's a privilege. It's a privilege behind the scenes.
I feel sleepy.
You have an emote for that.
You're right. I do have I have an emote for this. I'm an insomni sheep.
Oh my gosh! I just figured out how to break Kinnerus and quicken
Don't
Misty Visions. That's
Don't worry.
hilarious.
I'm not in pain. I'm just suffering. I'm joking. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I could. I was gonna. I was gonna have invisible familiars for recon, but then I could just be the invisible familiar.
Yeah. I don't know why, but like this night, like I was like laying in bed for like a while. I usually fall asleep right away, but like after like people came over to watch like A Silent Voice, good movie by the way.
Good movie.
I mean, it's not really back to back. 6 a.m. yesterday, fall asleep for 8 hours, wake up. I probably couldn't fall asleep because I was awake. At like I woke up at. I also had like pap. I had like 2 cans of pap before going to bed, so like I didn't fall asleep right away. But like I'm good. It's just kind of like it's a pleasant sleepy. It's like this is just nice, relaxing. I don't have to worry about things. You know?
Yeah.
Peace with the world. Everything's burning, but at least it's like I could close my eyes and maybe just sleep for a while. So, you were doing Don't worry, Alan. I have your character in this game. Undead soldier. Wait, no, sorry, wrong person. Gift from a lover's sacrifice. You are blessed by the remaining sacrifices burdened onto you. Because of this, you are traumatized by constant nightmares of guilt and sometimes do not receive enough sleep. Mainly that you do not receive enough sleep. Nah, I'm good. I don't fall asleep midstream. I fall asleep after stream, maybe.
I don't believe in sleep, which is wrong because I do.
Art. I don't mean to call you out, Alan, but like, what were we talking about? I feel like I totally like.
So, you were thinking of taking Quicken Misty Visions and Kinnerus?
Yeah, before that, I might just go full flat 4, so True Shapeshifter, Kinnerus, Quicken Misty Visions, and Mesmer. But I was wondering, because that's like the perfect spy, but would I be able to see true shapeshifter with 2 points in it? Or if you could just read it out loud so you don't have to type it, just so I could hear the difference, if that's less work.
I'll do it just for here. Starting at level 0, you are a true shapeshifter and can change your shape at will. You gain the power of a changeling shifting power. Your true form, however, changes as you shift. In addition to this, you may cause your reaction to shift violently, perhaps deflecting an attack or adding to your intimidation. So it kind of gives you, I think, the shapeshifter or the changeling other ability. As a reaction once per short rest, you can essentially go blah and either intimidate someone with rapid shape-shifting in different locations, or blah and try and make someone not hit you.
Oh, unsettling visage. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's actually a changeling ability.
Yeah, an old changeling ability. They got rid of it because I hated that ability, even though I love it.
Is it once per short rest? Or is that... It says that for the Eberron one, but what's the economy on that one?
I think it said once per long rest. I just read it.
Oh, okay, long rest. Okay. Giving an attacker disadvantage. That's actually hilarious.
It also can be used for intimidation, keep in mind.
I feel like that's going to be too... I think that's one way to give away that you're a shapeshifter.
But it's also one of those emergency things of like you're about to die, they attack you, and you're like blah.
True.
Better than them knocking you unconscious to reveal your mystique.
Super spooks.
Super spooks. Cool. Thank you for doing that. I think I'm just going to go straight for so true shapeshifter, Kinnoris, Quicken Misty Visions, and Mesmer, because Mesmer is really interesting.
What are you? You're like a water shape-shifting bird person?
Yep.
That's
That's
you
actually
sound surprised.
exactly.
That's
Who's
exactly
a
what.
spy? Who's a spy, Raylan? That's the part that.
Are you?
That's how
You have to be a spirit, right? Please tell me you're a spirit and not a human.
I'm not, because I took a variant human feat. I didn't.
I am so confused about this human and how they got like that. I'm
don't know.
concerned for them.
Hey,
Concern is nice.
orphans.
Orphans have superpowers? Why am I not an orphan? I mean, I don't want to be an orphan because as like, you gotta be like dead parents and stuff, but even Batman.
Yeah. Are you asking how the man with a bat and $1 million made a super secret underground facility and no one knows about it?
No,
Are you-
more or less concerned about the shape-shifting bird.
I'm just a half bird, half human who could swim. Okay, it's fine. Oh, I don't breathe underwater though. Oh, okay.
No, you can't you?
Wait, can I shapeshift into something that breathes underwater?
Mesmer, you picked up Mesmer?
Yeah.
You
Doesn't
gain a
actually have
swim
water.
speed, control water, oh, I guess not.
Oh.
Resistance to drowning, though.
Yeah, resistance to water damage.
Why was that delivery so funny? Oh, so.
You're also really good at
Phantom.
claiming insurance on water damage.
Ha ha ha.
Alright, was there anything else? What else are we missing? You got your magical... What the fuck does that... Okay, so you
What
all
does
got a
this
magical
do?
weapon. I saw the magical weapon. Key-infused loom.
Wait, is it a weapon? I just wanted to make clothes.
Don't think it's actually... Oh, loom?
Yeah,
I don't think it's a weapon.
good.
But a bright white and purple loom that can be controlled using a target's key. This loom is oriental built and is on par with the one used for royal. Seems works. It has ornate silver tips.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, no, I was thinking about like the musical instrument for some reason.
Oh, a lute?
Lute. I was absolutely thinking it was a lute.
Absolutely.
I was
Sorry.
absolutely thinking you were doing like a bard.
No, I just want to make clothes. And why would I get a weapon? I'm a whammon.
You're a whammon. Oh my goodness, that'd be so
I'd love to-
cool. Each time you like start stringing the clothing, you make music.
Wait, what?
Oh my goodness, like. What is your badge again? What was it? Okay, I don't know. Wait. Oh yeah, your badge is a cup. You move from an almond to a cup. But like a musical loom where every time you weave clothes, it starts making music.
That'd
Or
be cool.
a lute that you play that
Yeah,
weaves
make
clothing.
clothes. That's cool.
Yeah.
Will be achieved by those who reach out for it. I know our true goal this generation.
I'm gonna take over
Musical
the.
seamstress.
I'm gonna take over the world, the fashion world.
Oh my goodness, that's so fabulous! I can't believe it.
Did you see what that Baroness was wearing? Oh my gosh, embarrassing.
Oh my goodness, that outfit does not sing whatsoever.
The outfit does not sing. Oh, roasted, destroyed. They took honor damage from that.
Come on, you gotta make sure your outfit sings. That's a oh my
so
goodness.
good. That's a line.
That's
such
a
good
line.
That's such a good line. Oh my gosh.
Also, we don't
Can I
even
steal that?
control the mountains like in between our provinces. There's just like a chunk which doesn't belong to either side. We gotta fix that.
Do we? No, just kidding. Thank you, Magic Man, for look at this typing. He's typing my traits. Thank you. Oh my gosh, he typed it.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh wait, I did that wrong.
What?
Nothing.
I'm confused.
Nothing. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine? You wanna roll
Can
your
I-
deception?
uh,
Roll that deception right in
Okay,
the chat box. Okay?
I'm landing on I'm landing on traits. I'll go power couple, builder, and savant for Boron because he's supposed to be a nerd. No fighting for him. I better not see him fight.
Okay.
And then for April or Pauletta, sorry. Can we try trait influential? Just like that. Because community organizer's not that.
Cup of
It's no.
Murder, evil, kill. Influence.
She gets a better mind rend somehow.
I mean, community organizer just makes it sound like it's like, okay, Susan, we're gonna be like setting up like, like the weekly park meet.
Maybe I should though, because like, I should make power couple. They both have. Well, no. Well, 1 kilometer away. What if they get separated? And then she's gonna have.
I'd be worried if they got Sephiroth.
So what if they get separated? And I guess they don't have to do it. I guess they don't have to do it to each other. They just need an assistant.
Yeah.
I guess they just need an assistant. That makes
Exactly.
sense. Oh. But if their assistant dies, how long do they have disadvantage on chorizo checks if they break connection? Until it's reestablished? 'Cause that's
Until they
horrible.
establish it with something.
Oh. Wait, another target. So they could have familiars or even a pet.
Yes.
Oh! That's actually really cute.
But if someone John Wicks their dog, then it's going to be really sad and super
And
uncharismatic for a
But
little
like
while.
narratively, that makes sense. Like, oh no, I can't talk to you properly because my dog's dead. I got John Wicked.
Power couple traits, they both like just link to the same dog. They're always together, but they always like link to the dog to like get the bonuses, and the dog dies, their relationship falls apart. Oh, poor puppers.
Poor puppers.
Okay, so this is the funniest trait that I've ever written before in my life.
Pauletta
Oh.
April.
I will send it for.
Don't tempt me. I will take that.
Oh, I was waiting for more of it to appear because it was so short that I didn't expect it to be anything. Starting at level 0, you are a public influencer.
I unlimited advantage if I be nice to a dog, or just get clout.
TJ, I hate to say it, but like, it's not necessarily bad.
It's not. It's not.
It's actually, I hate to say it, but you are a public influencer. If you want your person to influence the public, is a real good trait.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Despite how underwhelming it is. But doggo.
I'm so... Well, no, Barone could have the dog. Barone has a power couple trait. They don't both need power couple traits.
I mean, that's a
Yeah,
one-sided relationship, TJ.
Sorry?
That is a one-sided relationship right there. You gotta be like, you gotta make sure that they're
I
both
don't want
bringing
them
in the same energies.
Oh, you're...
Oh, you
How
don't.
are they gonna be a power couple unless
What
it's
do
a
you
power
want from me,
couple with
Raylan?
puppers?
You're influencing me. You're a public influencer. You're too powerful.
You see the powers of public influencing.
Don't pick a side. You're hurting
If
me.
anything, get a trait that's called a man and his dog, because that's more fitting.
Do we have dogs in this country? Are pets even a thing? Oh no, I could get a bird or something. It's good. Wait,
A man and
see-
his a man and a man's best friend. Get a
Oh,
trait like
it's
that.
being
Get
one
public
block.
influencer. He is just like, well, maybe there was a puppers. A man
we've
and
seen
his
one.
thunder lizard.
We've seen one. We've seen one domesticated dog, and then we have an entire cult of wolves. Despite the fact that I don't think any of them have actually ever seen a real wolf in the wild.
That's actually hilarious.
What sort of animals do we have if they were
Yeah,
to
what
have?
kind of animals do we have?
Ask Servacoon. Because horses are one thing. A
As
man
by
and his
quote,
horse. You can-
as by quote. Are you done trying to look for dog pets?
No.
Most pets taken around here. There's not a whole lot, keep in mind. Most people will bond with horses, or the most recent invention since spiced bread, mules.
Mule.
Man and his mule.
just a
Man's
nerd and
best
his ass.
mule.
A nerd and his ass.
Man and his ass.
Thanks to our connection up with the Brianshi,
Uh-huh.
goats.
Oh, baby goat.
Just have a loaf of spiced bread.
I hope you realize I did not say slice. You're right, I did say spiced bread. That is correct. No, we have not had spiced bread before this generation.
Oh, okay, so that's a new
That
latest
actually,
invention.
that actually is a new latest invention.
Oh golly.
That's not actually a joke. That's actually.
We had guns before spiced bread. I think we're doing everything out of order. I don't think we're civilization right. I don't think we're civilization right.
Guns before spiced bread.
Ow.
Now we have spiced bread.
Yeah, super underwhelming when you have the power of fire in a stick that can shoot a projectile.
No, we are the fault of guns. Literally, literally Justin's character's goal was to make guns. We saw Princess Mononoke, and Justin was like, yes, let's take out the lesson of guns! Who needs nature? Who needs, like, slowly building up a civilization? We need guns!
Yeah, no. Keep in mind the wheat we also have is it's not conventional wheat, it's called wheat seed. And bread isn't very common down here to begin with. It's thatch! It's thatch wall!
Pagodas!
I can't question the pagoda. You are fully right about the pagoda.
Okay, I
Our,
landed on.
our technology's a little out of whack.
Yes, and you
bread
can
is like
see,
the
based off
Tesseract.
of this civilization down here, that guns are a key development feature of major civilizations.
But you know what isn't?
In order for a civilization to, like, progress beyond the medieval era, they have to invent guns first. Sorry, pre-medieval era.
The funniest part is we still have coffee, and it's just like one little coffee shop. Oh my word. All of our technology is just gained through stealing from other people.
I am done trade. She's going to take influential.
No, we have spiced bread, so yeah, you're taking
We
influence.
just got it. We just got spice bread. It's new.
TJ, if I can influence your decision with the other person,
What do you mean?
a man and a horse. We don't have any horse people this generation.
My husband worked in his stables all his life.
A man and his ass. A man and his mule. A man and his horse. A horse's best friend is man. So many trait ideas.
Do you want me to do this? I don't know. You're too powerful. Stop.
Also, Alan, the person who made roasted coffee is the isekai protagonist from
It's true. From England. Like
isekai protagonist from like Knights and Regents or something, like not Knights and Regents. That's
Yep. We had.
He's now running a coffee shop.
Wait. Oh, never mind. I can't.
That's a good point, Theo. What the
He
hell
made
are
a
you doing?
piano.
That's it get better. Yes, I want the pleasantries of life. A piano, a coffee shop, you know, all the basic things. What's a spice bread again? I don't care about it. I never liked it much anyways. We're not going to invent it, but other people could. And
I think I'm overtired. I find things too amusing. Sorry, TJ, you've been trying to say something for like a minute or so.
Oh, I'm just done my trades.
yeah.
Okay.
I
No
got
horse and his best man.
And his best man.
Horse and his spiced bread.
Can we Google who made spiced bread?
This is an important piece of information we need to know for the future of our entire place. This is the definition. It was made by a man named Kota Edith.
And what, like, okay, let's give us a
They
bit of
say the
history on the
story-
spiced bread epidemic. I mean,
The story behind it is Kota was one day working at his bakery within the lands of good old Becky Durai, when suddenly he accidentally dropped some spices into the flour mix, deciding that it was just worth it to cook it instead of throwing it out. He found a new luxurious item that could be marketed and mass-produced. Kota went on to making a good amount of money off of his spiced bread recipe as he perfected it throughout his later years. Inevitably, his son would take off where he started. However, since spiced bread had already been transmitted throughout Becky Durai and their spiced bread was not very good, his son was garbage.
Oh,
All right. Yep. Let's see. That's let's double check this because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, like 10th generation.
It took us 200 years, or just under 200 years to make spiced bread.
All right, we're entering the new
No.
Nononoke.
We've only sold bread for like 20 or 30 years. I'm not justifying this. Yes, Alan.
How many years did it take for us to make guns?
That's a good question, Alan. I haven't been to a Nononoke bakery before. That's a good question you ask.
Because I'm changing the title of the stream.
Sorry, to what?
Just tell me. You'll see once you how many years until we made guns since we started.
Technically, we failed at guns in Gen 3. And then Gen 4.
But like,
So-
I don't necessarily mean like when was the first time we made a gun?
The first time we made a gun was in Gen 3. The first time we actually created guns that were actually usable by most population, that came out in between here. So that would be... Technically, they started mass producing on our year of 168.
But when was
So
the first time you made a
100
gun?
The first time we made a gun, that technically comes out at year 104 for us. It is a little shaky, but that's the general sitch.
Alrighty. Episode
Yes,
0.1 of Nononoke. 200 years to make spice bread, 104 years to make a gun!
I've heard of the Great Industrialization, but do you want to know what I called it? Started from the bottom, now we're making basic necessities of living. Just wait, we're gonna get rye, we're gonna get cinnamon toast, we're gonna get banana bread, we're gonna get all of this stuff. We're gonna be the greatest rice bread ever.
So TJ has picked his traits, nothing to do with bread, unfortunately, or horses.
Yeah, we have. I think we're good.
Just a question: are druids able to find familiar with wild companion in this world, or no?
I don't know what those words were.
I don't think so, because I don't know what any of those words are.
I think it's one of those optional rules that's been added.
If you find an animal companion and you tame it, it's your animal companion and you tame it.
Well, there's a druid feature that they added to the supplementary stuff called Wild Companion. At level 2, you gain ability to summon Find Familiar, and it only lasts a number of hours equal to your half-druid level, but I'm assuming if that's confusing, then it's
actually
probably not
a thing.
super... Cool. Oh, cool. Phew. There. I have Familiar. Oh, wait, but Familiars died. Never mind. I shouldn't do this. But yeah, I'll take a Wild Companion either way. Cool.
I had no idea that was a thing. I must have written it though, because
Yeah.
it's just a weird experience when I just sit down and I just write a bunch of stuff, and I'm
Mm.
like, server accepts what it wants, and then just walk away.
Cool. That was my only question.
I feel offended because it's a druid. I should know everything about druids.
Like how you always have to do them as incasters.
I learned that from you. I was about to make him a forge cleric, but I was like, wait, no. There was a weird metal druid somewhere in the world.
Kind of like how my barbarian's an incaster as well.
No, we don't actually have cinnamon buns here. I think there was mention of donuts, funny enough. So yes, I think donuts did exist. I think they came from Greece, though.
Oh, yeah. So external
we-
trade of donuts.
Yeah.
But apparently they never thought of sharing spiced bread because they probably thought that was like an obvious thing to do.
That is it. I
They're
can't.
like, oh yeah. What should we ship over to them? Donuts are pretty cool. Should we ship over spiced bread? No, they probably have their own spices they enjoy.
To be fair, in the real world, we had guns before we had sliced bread.
But like, the invention of sliced bread also is like preserved bread, which is just pumped up full of chemicals. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not true. Maybe. No, like sliced bread is pre-sliced bread that you can buy at the
like
supermarket.
supermarket bread. It just sounds a lot edgier.
So
it's just for the clickbait. It's just for the clickbait.
for the clip,
All right, are you ready?
monologue time. Alan, it's lore.
It's lore.
Lore time. Actual lore. Put on your serious face, guy.
Face, that's serious, everybody.
Everybody, face serious. No, on.
Face off. On. Okay.
I'm gonna listen, but I'm gonna do it from the comfort of my because it's really.
He would be you if I were you.
I would be me if I was in existence.
Shift into me.
With the calamities that happened, not many people remember back to the old days. Not that it wasn't recorded, but many people saw forth a new future. One to build, create upon that which was once lost. Becky Derai, the smallest province within the great empire. One at the southernmost peninsula. This was a province that would not be expected for much. But even still, it held its share of heroes. It held its share of villains. So much so that eventually the great emperor himself had to take notice. For some, scholars speak of a time when the collection known as Becky Derai was just forming. Hoi Brianna, Tralimba, Hinika, the original members of Becky Derai. Meldai, and Murayashi. They eventually became part of the collective province. While it was small, Beki Durai held many aspects that made it much stronger. One of which was the invention of firearms. A device capable of launching a projectile at high speed to inflict massive damage on an opponent. Records show back that these firearms had long since existed. Some back even almost 100 years ago. But those were different times. Different people. Different lands. Each state held their own history like that. And now the Lord Keepers of the world kept nice and simple tags on the little, simple province of Bakitarai. Soon, too, even hostilities spread over the great northern war front. Even they would start to fade. For once, Bakitarai was desired. But it wasn't only the firearms that members desired. Their unique and influential fighting styles. However, those were less easily obtained due to their connection with divinity. A crux that many in the Great Empire would place as a foolish design. For making a fighting style, it would be implied not to interweave your god's teachings into it. But instilled, they were. This made it hard to copy without being seen as sacrilegious to one's own deity. And the firearms, afterly mentioned, they were built in a way where constant maintenance was required. But the maintenance required heavy training. Bakitarai was obviously holding its cards close. But they did not care much for keeping their borders locked. Bakitarai had built a staple of luxury. While, sure, there was luxury in the north that could put us to shame. In the south, Bakitarai became the hot spot for drink, for song, artistic minds to gather and freely experiment. In a way, the almost semi-lawless nature of Bakitarai gave artistic freedom. Something that other provinces banned or tabooed. Such as the depiction of events, historical makings that did not align with the government. Bakitarai made a staple for not condemning these things, at least on the surface. On the underneath, Bakitarai was just as guilty. Instead of censoring and hiding information, they twisted it. Any information that spoke horribly about their past, Becky or I would rephrase into a positive light. A learning experience, so you may. They would let other cultures diminish themselves further. But this was not entirely the worst thing for them. Due to their incredible military presence, they were able to keep a wrap on rowdy and unscrupulous behavior. And so Becky Durai flourished, with the looming threat that some undesirable natures may lurk. They say it does not take much for a garden of pleasure to become a garden of sinners. And this was something that weighed heavily on the minds of royalty. For royalty, life had become nicer, more luxurious. They were able to spend their time learning and growing, thanks to the effects of the past. No longer would newborn royals have to grow up entirely alone. There would always be there someone to assist in their development. Whether it was a wet nurse, a handmaiden, their parent, royals of Becky Durai were finally treated like humans, at least in this one aspect of life. For some, it may have seemed weird. But for the royals, their family was tight-knit. They did not care as much about defining roles, more providing help. And thus, the mothers would one day raise their own, would also raise the own of another. In a way, granting royalty two forms of mother to rely on. The royal Tassandra Mikbela Viona. She had been birthed to a smaller biological family.
Quick interrupting flow. Do we have pictures yet? No, do we?
No, we don't.
Cool. Okay, just double check.
We have pictures, we just don't have them written anywhere.
Okay, okay.
Her mother, Livia Viona, served as a pure soul. One that took care of her, as well with the other parental figure, Lilac. While she taught them extreme respect, a willingness to accept, and the desire to fight for one. Someone such as Lilac brought more of a fun aspect to life. Both of these mothers would watch over, and in turn, Cassandra would gain siblings, not related by blood, but related by family connection. As dumb as a sentence as that sounds. Suzuna Yoshikino would be one. A woman destined to become general, complete in mind, but not very social. Another would be Yuha Yoshikino, a traditionalist, brought up to be the High Priestess. The last would be Sitani Yoshikino, brought up to rule over the entire province and its more delicate natures, unliking of simple things such as technology, but also incredibly supportive of corrected laws, order, and systems to properly govern justice. While it was true that Sitani would end up being more of a conflicting target to Cassandra, their roles would come in fairly equipped to one another, as Cassandra would become the king. For these royals to be, life, it could not hinge better. What was it about nowadays time that gave Becky DeRye such growth, such freedom? Most would call it the work of ancestors. Some would call it a diabolical plan. But many would call it the only natural progression to life. With their parents now missing, the roles of those fellow royals would be brought into test. While the country was governed by an omnipotent emperor, the provinces were governed by those deemed to lead. In this case, multiple royals. But that was not true for every province. some dictated by the gods, others by birth line, some by political lineage. In truth, it was a dangerous territory to step into. Even more so, this territory had not been fully explored by Becky Durai. Without the current leaders around, and forced to rely on surrogate leaders, these fine and destined royals would have to find their way into a new epoch in order to pursue the lines of their province, their country, and their gods. Water. Sitting down at a simple desk, made of a light wood, the soon-to-be High Priestess focuses dearly on a piece of parched paper. For her ancestors, paper had never truly been a major part of many things. For one, faith. Scripture was passed down through tradition. They were passed down through story, through training, and that is the way that the young high priestess wished to learn things. But even still, they could not escape the grasp of paper. Not that they had much of a hatred towards it. It was easy to distribute things. Words, callings, or even well, simple traditions. With a candle flickering to the side, the young high priestess looked up towards the sky, out through a small, closed window. In the early time of dawn, she breathed in a misty vision. One that would herald the start. The start to a new adventure. For a young king, the dew of morning glistened as the sun peeked over the drenched mountains. Birds filled the air as they called for a new dawn. The night, it was beautiful. It was hidden, but it was also freeing. In the cover of night, no one needed to know who you were or why you were there. The thoughts of those who moved around the streets, they made sure of this, speaking words of pleasantries in the morning, slight bickering, and the occasional simple dispute. It was people like this that made up the common class. It was people like this who knew how to party, they knew how to sing, and they truly knew what hard work really respected. While it was not the position of the young king to matter the people, they couldn't help but be fascinated, but also a little bit worried. How would they ever truly work with people that had no intention of ever being so friendly as the civilians that inhabited Becky Dry? A simple prep, a simple step, and a light slide. That would be a problem for when she encountered it. With a note passed off to a certain friend who had stayed in the shadows, the king moved forward. As this new day had dawned. The window cold and covered in small frozen dewed droplets awaited a new morning. For the general, this morning, it did not feel different from those that came before it. The night was more relaxing. It was understandable and was less bright. As the general rose, lines of weaponry filled a room, whether it was pristine, ornate, or simply found. Spears, swords. It did not matter. Regular inspection was needed. Even still, a call to the outside. A hint of action. A stimulus of retaliation. Perhaps something was happening today. This was the calling of a new forward. With clothes tightly packed, weapons loaded one by one, like a small medicine doll. This day would most certainly lead to something. For the Prime Minister, there was nothing much in the forms of sleep. Problematic words filled their mind. People had never since stepped so far. It was only certain that while everything seemed nice, there was unrest. The sword they wielded was of their own design. Thick and large of a blade. It was only such a blade that could instill truth in those who would cease lying. Honor had to be upheld. But it was not the honor of the great emperor. It was the honor of the people and the people's gods. Today, somewhere in some place, the young prime minister felt as this honor now was called into question. Standing and moving in alert. This would be the first signaling, whether they knew it or not, in a while, of the royals' meeting place. And that's technically our prompt 2. It's surprisingly a little less lore than was expected, but you know,
So pretty much the
I have.
next week, unless like something happens, we can start with us meeting for the first time.
No, we're not meeting for the first time.
Meeting for the first time? Who are these strangers? I've never met this person in my life before. Why do they have a mohawk?
I don't know why you gave them a mohawk. What is wrong with our sister?
I don't know what type of hair they'd have. They're just a really intense person, and when I think of intense person, I think mohawk.
It is scattered and wavy hair.
Scattered and wavy hair, okay. Oh, but I really like that mohawk. It's such a good mohawk. That's like the best out of all of this drawing. Let me take like a snippet tool.
And you can convince them.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly take a picture of this NPC, and I'll take a picture of all of them afterwards, just because that mohawk is
You made me look suicidal. I cut every day.
Alright, I'll make it wavy and oh, wrong. I accidentally gave them a tentacle. It's okay, I'll leave it.
An elder chore, anyways. What is family or something? Yeah.
There we go. So far it's being better. Can't cover up justice. So I'm just gonna...
Still here. Why don't I read a random excerpt that doesn't matter?
Sure. Give the people what they want, and that's bread.
Just go to the day of the life and what's his face? Kota.
There we go. I have the NPC's done. We have visual representation.
I was just gonna pull out like some random like retainer somewhere and be like, "Tell me what's happening."
All right, Alan. Who do you want to hear about? Some random retainer? No, it's wavy hair. And oh wait, actually, that purple tentacle. Sure, we'll say that's squid.
That's the mind control that they're gonna get to kill us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You get to choose. You get to choose now, Mr. Allen. I'm just gonna read a random excerpt because the actual campaign's gonna start next week. But it's technically started now. So you want me to go spy on some random nobody? Or do you want me to go spy on some random nobody retainer? I guess to make it simple, you could just kind of list one of us and say our retainers, or, I mean, we could go spy on Bread Guy.
Bread guy or a retainer? Also, why are you quieted for me now? What, like, am I? No. Do you what?
Let's spy on, like, some Bread Guy. I don't know.
Now you're back to normal. What happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
Kota Edith. Kota Edith.
Kota Edith.
That guy. His 40s were not doing well on him. As the leader of the Edith clan, Kota had never seen such things transpire within his life. Even to this day, his hands, they seemed not to move as they used to. Crawling from his small bed, Kota could feel his muscles creak and groan. It was morning. A cold morning at that, although every morning felt cold. The blankets that covered him only showed the frame that one would assume would be skeletal. But the doctors confirmed he was, at least, healthy enough to keep going. Moving forward through his small wooden room, Kota could feel his lightly dusted clothing. A green ceremonial garb he now used, as it was the nicest thing he made. The smell of a fine warm, well,
I'm on heavy work of like drawing this Kota. You asked for visual aid, I must give it.
moving into the next room, Kota could see the young ones. He was already a grandfather.
Oh, fuck. Kota! We'll make Kota into a retainer.
Well, find this man. Addis. Ilith. Grandpa. Good morning, Grandpa. Come, let me help you.
Did Server
You're-
just give him his death? Is he gonna die?
You're very kind. Thank you, Addis. Where is your father? Well, father went out to try and get more sales. For Kota, he knew that his son was not the kind to take proactive work. As the successor, he had failed to uphold. And those who had came in search of their recipes made more money than they did now. His son was a failure. To hear he was trying only brought skepticism.
Should I change the stream to an art stream? Sorry, I had to make a joke.
It's good to see that he's taking an initiative. I want you to make sure that no matter what you do in life, you put your all to it and make something you can be proud of. We will, Grandpa. Are we going down to the pond today? No. Grandpa is just going to go on a little walk. Oh, okay. But first, would you like to try some of our bread? Come on. He's a master at this. He wouldn't want to try something that we've made. What did I say? Bring it here, and I shall critique you. This man got popular off of dropping spice into bread accidentally.
He is a genius, good sir! He is a master of his craft. Do not question Kota.
It's awful. Yes, it shamed him. No, it brought him pride. Their bread was coming along good. Much better than what he had ever made in his lifetime. Keep up the good work. I'm sure you'll perfect it eventually.
Better than what he makes already.
He was a failure of a grandfather. But at least he could still try and instill in his grandchildren the teachings of his father before him. At least his grandchildren would not end up like his son. The cold creeped ever further as he slipped into his shoes and draped into the streets. It was no secret that Kota was not well. Ah, Kota, sir! A young man called out. Thank you for your time the other day. It really meant a lot. Not a problem. Just make sure you don't overdo it again. The young man would overdo it many more times. A gatherer who was willing to sacrifice far too much for his livelihood. Kota, everything seemed bleak. But he had already made his moment of shine. To the people, he was a genius. To himself, he was lucky. And he was far too aware that his son understood that. Instead of working for his luck, his son He expected it to come, like some sort of gift passed down. Coda, he was not a lucky man. He got lucky once. He let that luck go to his head. As he drifted, the air got colder. As Coda did not shiver. He simply adjusted his clothing. The mountains were a scarce region. In a moment, time stopped. He could see the dew being blown off of mountains. It was in the air. He could not move before it resumed. Coda? 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 Yes. Miyakus. How are you? You were just spacing out in the street. I was wondering, have you seen your son anywhere? He owes me a couple pints of coin, you see, and I need to make ends meet today. If I see him, I'll let you know. Thank you, Coda. His hands felt stiff. As he inched forward, he had an idea where his son was. A small little house in the corner of town, dressed in bright pink colors and adorned with beautiful candlelit light. A safety hazard death trap, nonetheless. Hey there, strong boy. One of the ladies called outside.
He's like an old man.
What do you say you come in here and spend some time with little old me? I can make it worth your time. A smirk from a child, still 21, maybe. No. I'm looking for my son. Have you seen him? As she draped her arms, drifting seductively and sweet. Perhaps I have. You should come inside and see. I promise I'll make it worthwhile for you. As he moved to push the woman away, he could feel dizzy, being catered, brought in. His mind felt numb. She smiled.
I don't trust it. This sounds like demons.
A nervous man. Surely. I'm rather flattered. Someone as famous as you. He could not speak. You look pale, Coda. Coda Edith. You. His legs gave out.
He never had legs to begin with in my drawing.
He could feel his body bounce among the floor. Coda! Coda Edith! Someone help! Someone! By the time Coda would reawaken, neither the mistress nor his family the doctor what were you thinking, Coda? You're too old for that kind of stuff. Your heart's gonna give out for real next time. I was looking for my son. Your son.
Oh no, his son is dead!
Your son. He's not here. What? Your son. That. He hasn't been here for a while. You mean he's run away from his debts? Coda, your son. He died 12 years ago. No. He's just faking it. I'm sure it's to get out of debt again. Coda, you have to stop doing this. He's gone. Move on. Please. I know how troubling it must be. But I had to bury him. Please don't make me have to unbury him again. Here. Take this drink. After you do, everything will be better.
No, that sounds like demon talk to me! Don't you dare hurt Coda!
Yes, I must just be a little dehydrated. Yes, you are. You make good tea. Coda's lips touched the ice-cold liquid. I feel tired, Doctor. Say, have we met before? Coda's eyes drifted to a close. He could feel his breath become faint. Visions, sounds, violence, something was happening around him. But he could not open his eyes. He did not even know what there was to look at. There was nothing anymore. Nothing left for the man named Kota Edith. just wish that something would change. He thought to himself, I just wish for a miracle. Did not know who he was wishing to. Kota had never been a man of faith. He never said he was against the faith that brought upon Kota. He never found himself the time to pray. Perhaps this was the god's revenge. Another cold morning. Is Kota draped out of bed.
Oh, he's not turned into a demon? Oh, thank goodness. I was super worried.
Back to the drawing board. And that's our little excerpt of Kota. Kota Edith, this random man who invented spice bread.
I think I'm way too paranoid about demons.
It just sounds like he's losing his he's losing his mind.
Oh. Yeah, he is losing his mind. He's probably being fed mercury by this doctor, thinking he's doing good. We have no visuals. Oh, this is sad. Ah. So yeah, that's like just an excerpt of like server. Yeah, this is this type of stuff you can find. That is actually such a good story to underline the problems of what we're going to be facing as the Royals too.
What? Kota?
No, just like the fact that there was the whole idea of the brothel taking people in and drawing people. His son might have been dead, but his first thought is his son's probably there instead of working.
Yeah, I see what you mean now.
And then the whole faith idea of, oh, hey, my people, like, I'd never prayed to the gods, maybe I should start, but never had the chance, yada yada, I'm faithful, I'm the religious head. There's a couple things.
I see is that his kid's useless. He doesn't do anything with his life. He's practically been slumming around for 12 years.
Oh. Golly.
And and his kid, he has his grandchildren who are essentially he's taking care of, but they're taking care of. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and he doesn't remember it, so every single time he like goes through the loop, they just keep getting better and better, and they're gods. That's dark.
It is dark.
How about we call it there though?
Have fun, BRB.
Dementia.
Oh, golly. Oh, Groundhog Day, but Senile Day. Oh.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well, you have to go out one, right?
Yes, I have to disappear at 1, but I have to do some other stuff.
Okay. Cool. Alan, you will probably be gone by the time you're back, but sounds good. I'm gonna be rating Diabolical because reasons. If Diabolical is still streaming. Diabolical stop by Diabolical's route. So I'm going to have to do that because that's a good idea. And honestly, so far out of all the people who are online, Diabolical is my favorite one. I'm sorry, Nobunaga, but like Diabolical has a place in my heart.
I gotta say, because I gotta say this every single time, that Nobunaga person, first of all, correct choice. Nobu's wonderful.
No,
Second of all,
Diabolical was in chat earlier, and like Diabolical is
no, like
at
I
Empire.
just brought you up. I've just brought you up. I do agree. Diabolical, 100%. But that Nobu person's voice is still top tier. Just to give him like a little throw out for, whatever.
Yeah. Currently, Diabolical's playing Gosh of War.
100% support Dio. He's the homeboy. He's the cream of the shindig.
Him.
He's the, you know what I'm trying to say.
Thank you for anyone who's dropped by. Freaking next time, I think I love doing. I think next time that's me kind of pressing things to go quickly. That's my fault. But next time we should definitely do like traits. Out of Although time wise, I do not regret anything because I got rated, and if we waited, we would not have been rated.
That is true. That is true. I feel like I could have also realized that there was stuff there because I was told about it and I completely forgot and was like, oh yeah, I could have had most of that prepped already.
Yeah. Alright, 9 seconds till raid. So have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. And see you later.
Yay. Peace, peace.
Golly, it should be over now.
Where are his green clothes? Where? This. Also,
damn
hi
Coda
everyone.
edit. Who is this
Thank
man?
you for, the raid.
This man has
I'm currently
feasibly
having an
no relevance
aneurysm
on anything.
trying to find these
Yeah, hello.
stupid. Oh,
Hold on.
I
what the fuck are these?
don't know how to feel about Coda edit.
It's a good